this is Trish Kendall with Choose and Become. Sometimes my desire for my loved ones to feel loved and welcomed, sometimes my desire for them to feel loved actually winds up in me treating somebody else with less love, whether that's less patience or less kindness or just plain flat not being nice. And this mostly happens within my family. So Joe and Sam had been gone all week for overnight soccer national thing for Sammy. And Lily and I have spent great Lily and mom time this week, including last night cuddling on the couch watching our show together. And I knew that Joe and Sammy were going to be home, like whatever, around 8:30. And so I had said to Lily, okay, when, we hear them pull into the garage, we're going to turn this off so we can be with, or at least so I can be with Dad and Sam. So Dad and Sam get home and I turn off the show and Lily she's on the couch and she just starts scrolling through her, iPhone. She doesn't get up, doesn't say, hi, Dad, or hi, Sam, or, there's no love, there's no welcoming them home. And I had such a desire for Joe and Sam to feel welcomed and loved, and we missed them and all of that, that I immediately snapped at Lily. And I was like, get off that phone. Why are you scrolling on the phone? And let's be clear. I am probably the only one that cared that she was on the phone. I'm certain in reflecting, Joe didn't care. Sam didn't care. It was my desire for them to feel loved that ended up like driving me to be just whatever, mean or nudgy or whatever you want to call it when I snap as it, get off that phone, stop scrolling. First off, the phone annoys the crap out of me to begin with. So that's just an ongoing nuisance and tension within our family, like every family. So anyways, Lily and I got mad at each other. Sam and Joe are probably oblivious to it. I'm breathing. She just goes upstairs to go to bed. And it's like, I don't know, 8:45 at night. Joe feels like going outside. And I was like, oh, I got to muster up my energy. So I ended up going outside with him while he had a cigar and he had a beer, and we just listened to music and talked about stuff that was going on. And, and of course, the whole time I'm processing in my mind the way that I reacted to Lily and just reflecting on what caused my reaction, like what caused me to have that visceral reaction to her on the phone. And that's how I boiled it down to, because I want someone I love to feel loved. That my reaction actually then made someone else that I feel love, for somebody else that I love to not feel love. So whatever, this is life and this is parenting and this is being a mom. So I don't think there's a finite answer to fixing it. I just like to reflect on the choices that I make as it relates to giving love and receiving love and boundless love. And that it is okay to reset and just acknowledge, this is what I did in this interaction. I'd like to not do that again. So why did I? And maybe just be aware of it such that I could make a different choice next time. Well, 10 o'clock at night, I went into Lily's room. She was asleep. I gave her a little kiss. This morning, I said, when you feel like listening, I just would like to just share my thoughts with you. And so she's like, okay, I feel like listening now. And I just very simply said to her, I am certain, because last night she said, but Mom, you were so mean when you told me to get off my phone. So this morning I just acknowledged, I'm certain I was mean. I'm certain I was in my delivery, one. And I'm positive I'm actually the only one that cared that you were on your phone. And in reflecting, I realized my desire for Dad and Sam to feel loved and welcome when they came home ended up me being mean to you. So I don't know. It was a teaching moment for me. Maybe Lily will reflect. I'm not asking her to. I actually don't think that, it'd be great if she jumped up from the couch and was, or at least acknowledged that they came in, or on her own put her phone away. But that's not what my conversation was with her this morning. It was about my reflection, about my behavior and what triggers certain things. And it feels really good to know that my conversation with Lily wasn't about her changing her behavior. It was just acknowledging mine. So reflect. If you are at a point where you want to give more of your love in the interactions that you have, love the action in the interactions that you have at home with your kids, with your spouse, with your sibling, with your parent. And if you want to, and there are times in which you don't, why? What happened? What created the resistance? What triggered or caused the opposite reaction? Because if you want to, and then you reflect on the times in which you don't, and the times in which you do, then it can just help us do it more. Thanks for being along this journey with me. Choose and become.